In today's matchup, we have an offense that keeps itself on the field. The Browns are #1 in third down percentage, and they'll be up against a Packers team looking to shut that down. It's set to be a cold one on the shores of Lake Erie as we send you up to First Energy Stadium. Our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The forecast calling for more of the same of what we're seeing right now, a steady coat of fresh snow here at First Energy Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And for this offensive unit, Eddie Lacy, sometimes he even has the Auburn fans saying roll tide.
Now that's big right there because for them to say that, wow, that tells you how good a talent he really is. When he gets rumbling, the field tilts in his favor.
Maybe I overstepped my bounds there a bit, but he's good.
Brandon, you never want to get in the middle of Alabama versus Auburn.
On 2nd down, Lacy. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
When you say the name Richard Sherman, you get a wide variety of reactions. All I know is that when I watch him play, very few false steps, and excellent understanding of what offenses are trying to do.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Take it at about the 16. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot, right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Again, it's Lacey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
Here's Tim Mastay now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Well, there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
He'll take it at the 42. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And we put our attention now on the defense for the Packers. They've certainly got something to build off of. They had the interception last time out.
And now they have to just make sure they're cognizant of not trying too hard for interceptions. Once you get one, it makes you a little more antsy to try and get another one. Now you got to be careful of double moves, different things like that against them. But they like the momentum that they've begun to build.
We'll see if they can keep that momentum going. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because the running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside. That's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And that'll be incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A dump off to Lacey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw is Rodgers. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 319. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to the flat for Lacey. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. On first down, Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And again, it's Rodgers. Finding time. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter, let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Third down and 8 now. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now he'll look to throw here. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. 9th play of the drive now on third and a country mile.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
Play clock winding down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a ball.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Holding offense.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He's got time, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And now Cleveland Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wide open receiver, complete. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Throwing is Rodgers. That is incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play, because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them, because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now a handoff looking right, and he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners, who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Sub me and I'll do the same great cyber sports action on my channel.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things. And
he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through places.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Green Bay, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all